Hey everybody, it's James from Active here. Most of you have seen a lot of the reviews online talking about the 3.0, and there's a bit of debate going on about the Orifice size that we included and the performance of foam cannons with these high flow pressure washers. And why doesn't the 3.0 foam with a 1.65 Orifice? Many of you have started to see the reviews that have come in on the 3.0 and will recognize that no two YouTube reviewers or influencers get exactly the same result. And that's because no two electric systems are the same. And therefore, the results that they will get are also slightly different. This video really is specific to the North American 3.0, which needs to be certified under the CSA UL standard. As part of the certification process, we need to ensure the nozzles we provide can deliver safe operating conditions at 105 volts and 135 volts, which is plus minus 10% of the standard 120 volts. Now, most users will have conditions under 120 volts towards 105 volts, which will increase the current draw. The testing parameter is set so that you can safely use the product under both those conditions. And of course, we can't control what type of electrical circuit that these are used on. So we have to make sure that our product is safe to use at both ends of that spectrum. This is why some of the reviews only had close to 15 to 17 amps, because their voltage supply is closer to the 120 as opposed to the 105. When you have a system that's only got 105, you're going to draw a lot higher amps, which could put you over 20 amps, which again becomes a certification and potential, product issue, safety issue, and so forth. We tend to leave headroom in terms of operating voltage and amperage. So we don't go right to the 15 amp limit, nor do we want to go to the 20 amp limit, because we think it poses a problem for many users out there. There is a bit of having to design to a larger tolerance, because again, for us, safety, reliability, those are paramount, as opposed to optimizing for, let's say, the edge case flow rate or pressure, or the edge case best foam performance. That is probably not the best way to design product, because again, you're going to get some users that will be perfectly fine with that, but you'll also get many users which designing product like that will give you a lot of issues. There's also a question around, is it really a 1.65 millimeter Orifice? I know that there are a lot of questions out there on, why is this different than the MJJC? Is it measured differently? Did we include the wrong size? And I can tell you, no, there are fundamental differences between different nozzle tips. Neither of these nozzles are exactly the same. Some of the factors, of course, include the machining of the hole diameter, the actual orifice hole, the material of the nozzle itself, how it's machined inside, and the inner tube and length of the orifice. These things all impact performance. They all impact eventually current draw, amperage, and so forth. So it's really difficult to compare apples to apples on these things, especially when, of course, there's even differences in the material. I believe the MJJC is a brass nozzle, which is a lot softer, easier to machine than a 304 stainless. And so the inner surface, the way it interacts with the pressure washer will be different. In essence, there are going to be variances between the nozzles that are not easily readable by the naked eye or a simple pinhole, let's say. A lot of the question is, well, should I buy a 3.0 if it has, let's say, faulty foam performance, or what can Active do to make the foam performance better? As I said, we're not trying to design for the edge case highest flow or pressure rate at the expense of, let's say, providing a safe headroom in terms of amperage or current draw. Now, can a user go out and buy the right orifice and still have headroom and still have a safe and durable performance from their product? Of course, but again, it's difficult to design because everybody's electrical circuit is a little bit different. We do recognize, of course, that a lot of users will adjust and modify and use different guns, wands, hoses, orifices, and so forth to kind of customize their applications or customize their use. And that's fine. And that's part of the reason why we chose to add or leave headroom in terms of the motor, the performance, the voltage draw. Otherwise, I think when you build to the edge case of those parameters, you are asking for trouble for, I think, very little benefit for many, many users. We've been in business for 20 plus years and have made millions of pressure washers in that time. So we obviously have to take safety, performance, reliability, and of course, certification very seriously. We believe that's how you build a sustainable business over the long term. That's the standard by which our customers hold us to, and that's the standard by which we hold ourselves accountable to. On our end, we will keep working with our engineers and the factories to develop a better foam cannon, a better nozzle that works for most people under the current conditions. Furthermore, we're working on a new foam cannon that will improve the Venturi effect, that will be able to be used at lower pressures and higher volumes. And that should address a lot of these issues, so stay tuned for that.